Hi everyone, thanks again for joining me for this week's Soulmate Oracle reading. For those of you who are just tuning in, I'm Anne and I give love relationship readings focusing on divine partners, and that includes all types of soulmates, the twin flame connection, twin rays, karmic connections and past life relationships, also any relationship that has a romantic interest inside you, that you feel like there is something more than just something that's basic, because it all leads to one thing. When we find that divine partner, sometimes we have to go through other relationships. So this is where I try to focus in on what you need to know from the messages that are coming, not from me, but from the higher above. And I explain this to you guys every week. So I hope you understand that it's not a directed reading that's telling you what to do, but actually to help you for your highest good, to find your true purpose when it comes to a love relationship. And I really hope that this reading resonates with you. Take what does and just leave what doesn't, because basically, like I said, these reading videos are just messages. Okay, so now that we are coming into the weekend and it's Christmas, and it's a time to celebrate. Yesterday was the Winter Solstice or Summer Solstice. I know a lot of you correct me on this, but I am celebrating the winter, so I talk more about the winter. Okay, so it's basically almost the same, but a little bit different. Okay, so we go more into the winter right now, and Kisses is walking around, so if you hear a little tic-tac around the camera, it's Kisses. She just wants to say hi, and maybe she should say hi. Come here, Kissy. Okay, this is Kisses. This is my 12-year-old Westie, and she just wants to say hi. You okay, Kissy? And I do explain a lot about her in social media, but I have to she's been prancing around here and making me redo my video, so I felt that she wanted to say hi. So basically this is a day that we all try to celebrate this weekend, and we all try to get everything done. And I know it's been hectic for me. It's been hectic for you guys. It's hectic for all of us, even if we're not celebrating directly the Christmas holiday, because it is all about getting everything done, because a few more days or a week, 10 days, 2 weeks, we are going to be celebrating 2019, and what a beautiful year it's going to be. It's going to be amazing, and I know for you guys and for me and for all of us, we all try to make it the best, and that's basically why we all come together as in a unity form to make it happen. So I want you to take what you feel in your heart, with the love that you feel, and use it for the whole year and grab onto it, because it's all about giving love and receiving love. So that's what we are here to do. It's a time for us now to all just celebrate and just be happy. I mean, even sometimes there's no real fun in feeling happy during the holidays, because it does bring in a lot of intense emotions. I know this for a fact. A lot of us go through difficult times, and we all have to just stick together. So I hope that you can find it in your heart to do something for yourself, with your friends, with family, or more importantly, yourself, because you are the one that needs the love. You're the one that is craving the love. And we all should go back to like we were when we were children, when we all got excited for Christmas or the holidays, or something about the holidays that made us all happy, because that's what it's all about. It's all about being happy. And especially now as we're coming into a new year, we want to bring in the new year happy. We want to just let go of everything from the past and just bring it all in, all with happiness. Okay. So I did also announce the winner of the Instagram Winter Solstice giveaway, and I will be announcing another one this evening. Basically, it's going to be pretty similar. So if you're not already following me on Instagram, you can. And if you're not, I will release, more in the future. So I hope that we can connect. I really want to just like connect with everybody. And that's what I always talk about with social media. It's a time to just establish that relationship, because, we're in our comfort of our own home, and we just get to know thousands of people. And it's great. It's a great time for all of us to just find, love with each other, finding the love, and I just give you guys all gratitude and all the support and everything that you've sent to me and said to me and commented, liked, shared. It means the world to me. It really does. And it's changed my life. And I hope that I can be the same to you guys, because that's what it is. It's a positive energy exchange. And we all try to give in and give out as much as we can, because it's not easy. Every day is a challenge. Every day we try to motivate ourselves to get up, to do it. And sometimes we need a little extra help. We need extra help from our friends, our family, and social media. I find more about social media than my outside, friends around me, in my circle, because for some reason it's just like you're drawn to that person, and it could be anywhere. It could be, you're thousands of miles away and you find that person that motivates you. And that's what I do, these reading videos and the motivational videos and posts that I put on my social media. I have so much to give, and I want to give, and I just love you guys, and I guess that's it for now, but let's go into the reading video, because I can go on and on and on and telling you guys on how much gratitude I have for you all. Okay, so let's begin. I've shuffled the cards and meditated on what we need to know for this upcoming week, asking the angels and spirit guides to guide us and to give us the messages, whatever they may be, so that we can take to our highest good and use them to empower our lives and to find our true direction. The cards that I've used were the very beautiful Wisdom of Avalon Oracle cards by Colette Baron Reed. Very spiritual deck. Okay, so let me just explain really quick. This side is the Divine Masculine. This side I refer to more the Divine Feminine. This is basically a reading video that is geared around Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, which lives inside all of us. It doesn't necessarily mean that the man is the Divine Masculine or the female is the Divine Feminine, but it can go either or. So trust me, whatever resonates with you throughout the reading, that's what you need to take with you. Many times when sometimes we look at ourselves and we kind of like lean towards Divine Feminine or Divine Masculine. So it's whatever you find that it basically favors towards you. Okay, so the first card that I pulled, Fear. And as you can see, it's a very beautiful card. I love the colors. The green. There's no messages on it, but as you can see, it is a journey. It is something to do with spirituality. It's the journey markers. And basically this is representing the fear-based energy. Divine Masculine is going through something that they don't necessarily know if they're doing the right course of action in their life. So Divine Masculine is listening to a lot of ego-based energy. And this is why the fear-based energy is coming through, because Divine Masculine has been confused. Divine Masculine has been trying to figure out a way to find peace and find love and find something in their life. But it feels as if the fear-based energy is getting a hold of Divine Masculine. Now, you may be going through something. Maybe you're feeling, I need to change something. I need to make something happen in my life, but you're afraid. And you're going through this situation. Maybe you're involved with this person, and this person seems to have a lot of issues, or this person seems to be kind of distant. Not that that's a bad thing or a good thing, but it is necessarily meaning that there is a problem here, and you need to follow along with what your heart is telling you. If you're afraid to approach this person, there's a fear-based energy, and you're never going to find true happiness with this person if you are always fearing to explore. Okay, same thing with that person. Maybe there's a fear-based energy inside of them that they're not approaching you. So if the both of you are afraid, the both of you are not going to get through this troublesome time that you may be going through. Look inside what your inner truth is. Look inside what you need to know, because that's where the truth is. That's where you'll know that I don't have to be afraid. If I can't face her or him, then maybe I'm not looking at myself very carefully, that I should examine this relationship. Maybe I'm not being true to myself. And that's something that you have to be. You have to be true to yourself. And I'm not talking about, oh, it's time to break it off with this person. But no, it's time to look at what you truly need in your life, because we're coming now to new beginnings, changes, all that good stuff. Now that the Winter Solstice started out, and it's basically that the new sun is coming in, a new beginning, a new light. And that new light is inside of you. Okay, so you can't let fear dominate you. You need to find what that inner truth is. Okay, so let's go to the next card. Communication. Yes, and communication is very much, very, very, very important in any relationship. It is a part of us that, we get everything out there. We get everything that we need to say what we have to say and do what we have to do in order to communicate. And divine masculine is like what I said before, the fear. The fear needs to communicate. The fear needs to release, I should say. If you're not releasing it, well, you're going to hold on to a lot. And that fear-based energy will get stronger. That fear is going to become a place inside of you that it overwhelms you. You will be afraid to approach that person, and that person will be afraid to approach you, because you know what? Whatever bounces off you is going to bounce off them, and it's going to go back and forth. Now, if you're communicating with someone and they seem like they're not giving in, they're not giving you their feelings, they're not expressing themselves to you, this could be very well what I was talking about, the fear, that they're afraid to express that inner divine love, their inner divine feeling, that emotion, that they close themselves off. And this happens a lot with divine partners when there's issues, and when we go through something that maybe it's a trigger for us, that maybe we went through something prior in a relationship that seems similar but actually was totally different. We trigger off something inside of us, and we take whatever excess baggage that we've been holding on to, excess energy, based energy from the past, into that specific relationship. And guess what happens? It overload. You know, it's just a circuit breaker. It kind of like breaks apart everything. And when that happens, we end up finding ourselves miserable, unhappy, because we feel like we're in the same pattern over and over. And it could be going on this way because you're not allowing yourself to communicate what your feelings are and let that person communicate. This is a time to release the fear. This is a time to just be yourself, because it's divine masculine is ready. Divine masculine wants this. And we've seen this in the previous readings, several readings actually. The divine masculine wants to come out and make some changes. But though there is that fear, as you can see, fear is what dominates a lot of us. And I hate to say it, but it brings apart like our self-esteem, that we end up losing all that work that we've done on ourselves because a little seed of fear came inside of us, a little seed of insecurity, a little seed of emotional something that triggered off inside of us, kind of like it just went off like a bomb, and it woke up a lot of things that we tried to bury or we tried to let go of, and we have to start all over again. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it is meaning one thing: you didn't really clear all of that. You really did not let go of all of that. This is the reason why we have to work on ourselves when we come into union with someone that is sacred to us, divine partner. We always talk about working on ourselves. We always talk about bettering ourselves and making ourselves happy, lifting up the vibration. A lot of people say, what do I do to make it my vibration higher? How do I do this? And a lot of people get frustrated. I understand that, guys. I really do. Those of you who are still working on yourself and you still can't seem to get it, that's fine, because you soon will get it, because you're here, you're watching this video, you're seeking out something more. You know that there is something more spiritual. You know, you've gotten this far. You know that there is something else out there. And you know what? It can just, boom, click right there. You can just get that epiphany and just say, I know what they're talking about. I got it. And that happens to us all the time. That's called a spiritual awakening. When you get that, you automatically understand why your divine partner is not the way they should be. Maybe they're not giving to you because they're not reciprocating, they're not showing you, they're not giving themselves the way they should be, because there is something that is causing, I apologize for that. There's a lot of energy rebalance that needs to be done here, and it's a good like marker. It's a good reminder. Guess what? We need to go back and redo it. You know, redo it so that it can be perfected, because you could be going through this runner chaser stage forever, and it feels like forever. I should say it's not forever, but it feels like, you know, a month can feel like 20 years. A lot of times it just feels like every day is a month, and every day is a year, and every day is getting longer, and it just doesn't seem like it's getting right. Why doesn't things happen for me but it happens for other people? It doesn't necessarily work that way. Everybody has their own destiny to pursue, and I can't tell you what that is. Like I said, you have to find it, because it's life lessons, trials, tests that you have to go through, we all have to go through. We all have to find out these things. Like I said, a spiritual psychic reading is only something to guide you. It's not something to kind of like a cheat sheet, like, oh, I can just go to a reader and just have them tell me everything what I need to do and that's it. No, 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 it's not, because you have to do the work. Okay, so that's another topic and I don't want to go into that, but you got the idea. Communication is necessary. When I get messages like this and it doesn't exactly talk about what the card was meaning, that is something that is directed to you, and it's something that had to come through. The cards are just active tools that I use, spiritual tools that bring out something deep inside that needs to be brought out to you guys. Okay, so that's what I use oracle cards. I do read the cards, but I also use them as tools. Okay, so now we're on to the Divine Feminine. Okay, trust. And, you know, as you can see, trust is a very, very important factor. As you can see, I just wanted to clear that out so you guys can see how beautiful this card is. I love rocks. I love nature. And Colette Baron-Reid does a beautiful job on this, all of her cards. Okay, so trust, very big factor. I don't like that. Let me just straighten that out. That's why I like to have this little, like, shag thingy here. Sheepskin, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so trust is a very important factor with all relationships. And Divine Feminine now sees that Divine Feminine has to trust. Divine Feminine needs to start trusting themselves in their love that they have for that person, because they're not trusting it, and they're not trusting what that person is telling them, or they're not trusting in the divine process. Sometimes we end up finding ourselves in a place where it's a very dark shaded area, and it's mainly because we don't want to trust what is being given to us. We will go over and over, check it, look it over. And what I'm talking about, I'm not talking about one specific way of finding out, you know, what that may be. You may know what I'm talking about, but the way it is that if you don't trust what you feel in your heart, if you're going and checking on social media, what is she doing? What is he doing? Who do they like? Why did they like this post? Why did this person like that person's post? Why did that person have them on their timeline? Why did they become friends? All that stuff, you know, because that also awakens something inside of you of a negative seed. You know, like we talked about fear, it's insecurity. Because you're not trusting the process. You're not trusting what you feel in your heart. You know, it's tough during this time of the year. I understand that. It's tough coming into a new year and feeling like, am I going to feel happy in my life? Am I, you know, like you're kind of like on a roller coaster. You're going up, up, up. You don't know what to expect. The next phase is down. Is it going to be fun or is it going to be scary? Obviously, I don't ride roller coasters. I don't like them. But I'm just giving an example because you don't know what to expect. So expect the unexpected, but though don't be so negative about it. Expect something good. Expect positive. Expect that it's going to come to your highest good, whatever that may be. Maybe this person, you have to look at this person and say, maybe they're not ready. Maybe I have to move forward and find somebody that is ready, or someone that is good for me. Maybe this person isn't really my divine partner. You know what? Sometimes we get confused. We get sidetracked because we get codependent on a person. There's a difference. When you're spiritually connected to someone, you know without a shadow of a doubt that the person is meant for you. If they're in your life or if they're apart from you. Nothing is going to tell you. I mean, yeah, you could try to cut the cords. You can do all of that, the 9 yards, and it can go on like that for years because you will still find yourself being drawn to that person. That's a spiritual connection. There's many different types, but I have to tell you, when you are drawn to someone, you have to trust what you feel in your heart. I have to say, trusting what you feel is going to get you through it. Otherwise, you're always going to second guess yourself. You're always going to wonder, did I do the right thing? Did I not do the right thing? Because trusting what you feel in your heart, maybe that person isn't ready for maybe 10 years, 5 years. There is no timing that is accurate. That's another thing, because timing can actually be misguided because you just don't know, because it's our work. It's kind of like what we do for ourselves and what destiny has in store for us. Can we estimate it? Sure. But you will know for yourself. I know I'm getting close. I know that I'm feeling it. I know that something is going to happen. Well, that's the message you're getting. Trust the message. Trust what you're getting, the signs. You know, it's all about what you're getting from above. You're getting the messages come to you from the universe. And that's the part that you need to trust. I mean, there's many different ways to look at this. If you're finding that you can't wait and you find that I don't think I really love this person, well then you know what? That was like what I was talking about, being codependent on a person, thinking that that's what your mind was telling you, because it wasn't really a spiritual connection, but it prepared you for someone else to come into your life, because I see this all the time, that that right person was right next to you. Maybe your friend, and you were just confiding or consoling that person to tell them your situation, or they were just good friends, or maybe they someone that you just met. You never know how that's going to turn out. You have to re-examine things and go back and, you know, just look at what your life is all about. Like we talked about, erase the fear and communicate wisely, opening yourself, because you have to trust into what your heart is telling you. This may be a spiritual connection and maybe not, but only you're the one that's going to judge that spiritual connection. Maybe it is a twin flame. You know the difference. You will know the difference. Trust me, you will know the difference when it's a spiritual connection, when it's somebody that's embedded in your life. Never go looking for a specific type of divine partner, soulmate, twin flame, a spiritual connection. Past life, also. You know, you'll get a lot of deja vu feelings, and that can happen at any given moment with anybody. I mean, it's incredible how past life connections come into our life to help us to enhance ourselves. So, whatever that may be, you need to find what's inside yourself. Not look at, okay, what's on the surface and what you think. You know, just because you've been with that person for a long time, you feel like you're going to hurt that person's feelings. You're afraid to hurt that person in a sense that it's not doing them any good by being with you because you're not really into them, and things like that. You have to take into account what you truly feel in your heart, or maybe there's someone else. Maybe you're not being true to yourself because you're not admitting your true feelings that you have. Like I said, communication, there's a fear. Maybe that fear is, I'm afraid to admit that I love this person, but I'm with someone else. I mean, these are things that happen everyday life, and I'm not here to tell you what to do, and I won't tell you what to do. You know what to do, okay? So let's go to the last card. Partnership. A beautiful card. And, you know, like what I was saying, because with partnership, you know what? The only way it can happen is with trust. And you know what? How does trust happen? By being true to yourself, by being open to yourself, by letting go of anything that you feel that you're afraid of. If you don't trust the process, if you don't allow it to happen, that partnership won't happen. This card is telling you that you have union with someone. Someone is going to connect with you on a higher level, higher plane, and to a higher ascension together. You will be finding yourself with this person. Divine energy right now is bringing you together. This is a symbolic energy of partnership, of union, and the only way that that can happen is, like I said, working on yourself, trusting in the process, letting go of the fear, releasing, surrendering, because now that we're coming into a new beginning, like I said, you know, with the winter solstice, and there's summer solstice, like I talked about before, it's a good feeling of energy, of manifestation happening in your life. But are you ever going to get there if you're not trusting? I feel like this is a big message for a lot of people, to trust the process, trust the love, trust what they feel, to explore a beginning, a new beginning, because that beginning will start in with you. First of all, love yourself. You know, continue to work on yourself. Maybe there's things that your ego is saying, I don't need to work on myself. I've been there, and I know I need, you know, a little more work, but I'm good. I'm good. This is actually ego, and you're not admitting what truth is inside of you, because we all have to work on ourselves on a daily basis. It's kind of like the way we go out in the world. You know, we walk out the door, there's carbon dioxide, there's toxins in the air. We have to, you know, get ourselves cleansed. We have to use things to purify our air, purify our room, purify whatever it is, because we're always going to be absorbing that. And that's why I say it's always an ongoing thing with working on yourself. Maybe you like to do like a sage cleansing in your home. I like to do that. I do that twice a day. I like to sage cleanse my home, and not only cleanse the air, of the energy of the air, but also purifies it in a sense where it's antibacterial. It's great. It's Native American ritual, but I do it all the time so I can feel like I feel lighter. And there's other things that you can do, but I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to, like I said, just help you to find that truth and love inside of you. The messages that you're getting may not exactly be what you wanted to hear, but they are truth, okay? Sometimes you have to hear it, but remember, take this reading and take what resonates with you and just try to use it to your highest good, whatever that may be. Take down a few notes, and if you can, meditate. Try to find your own sense of balance on what you need to do, okay? Because now we're coming into new beginnings, new changes, like I said, with the winter solstice changing in, and the new year is going to be coming up soon. We want to start making those plans. We want to start putting together an idea of what we're going to be doing. I always like to bring it in with positivity. Search for that love, even if things right now are not the way you want it to be. Search for the love. Get a happy feeling. Kind of like go back in time. Look at a time maybe when you were very young and it made you really happy. Something that you were overjoyed with, and it was like, wow, this is the happiest feeling of my life. If you had a child, if you got in a specific material item like a car or whatever, I mean, whatever made you happy, whatever that was that you had in your life, try to hold on to that and meditate over it. Because I find that actually invites positivity, a seed, brings in that seed, just like the fear can be brought in. Well, the same thing can do with positivity. That's why I like to bring out, like, every day on Instagram, Facebook, these positive motivational quotes. I know that they have a lot out there, not just on my social media side, but everywhere. And I find that it really helps to read this. It really helps to see this every single day, because positive affirmations, positive quotes, just reading about love, reading about positive things, it really does set a tone in your life. It really sets a tone that you feel good about yourself, because when you feel down, you're gonna feel like partnership is never going to happen. You're never going to trust the process. How can you feel safe and secure and not afraid? It's not going to happen until you find it, okay? So I hope you've enjoyed this reading. And like I said, I hope it resonated with you. A lot of messages came through. Sometimes, they don't resonate right away. I invite you to revisit this video at another time, maybe when you're feeling more, maybe more open to it, because sometimes emotional energy can get to us. And I just want to let you guys know that I'm available for phone, chat, and email readings, and the links are down below in the description area if you guys are interested in booking your own personal reading. Also, I do have several articles and videos that's in my description area that you're welcome to check out. Maybe they can help you with your situation and understanding what type of soul connection you have. I am going to be posting soon new blog articles. I've been just backed up with the readings and everything else, but I'm getting back on track. So you know what? One day at a time. Sometimes I just get overwhelmed, but you know what? As long as I have it, under control, it's all good, okay? And that's the way it is during the holiday season. I think you guys all have that same feeling as I do, especially the end of the year. You all want to get everything done. Okay, so I just want to wish you guys all a beautiful and Merry Christmas, safe holiday, a beautiful holiday, whatever you're celebrating, celebrate it with love, and just go with light. Just go with love and light, and I hope you guys all have the most beautiful time of your life, that you get all your dreams and all your wishes come true. I wish you guys all the very best. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for all that you've done, given me support, and all that that you've reached out to me with. I'm really happy to be a part of your lives. Okay, so until next time, namaste, God bless. Okay, we have our regular family Christmas tree downstairs in our living room, so we wanted to do something special for our pups. They've been through a lot this year, and they love Christmas so much, so we decided to decorate a smaller tree just for them, along with their little gifts and special things that they just love. They go so crazy when it comes to Christmas time. I just wanted to show you guys. It was just so special because it is in my Serenity room / office. But it was something that we just felt that we wanted to do extra special for them. We love our babies, and I know you guys love your babies too. So it's a good time to just appreciate and give them gratitude because they do give us a lot. And as you can see, our Christmas tree, it has unicorns, and I can zoom up on that. Little special ornaments just for them, even photographs of them. But anyways, you got the idea. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful holiday.